Nelson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Carr now on first down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Carr toward the pylon, caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, Conner looking for space. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, 45 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. If there were any concerns about the elbow for Big Ben, I think the evidence there shows us that he's just fine. Oswell good with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix. Things there.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the...
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play. And the Raider first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy, for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Steelers 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that a play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Carr got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. On second down, it's Jacobs. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Marcus Joyner there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Max Crosby on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
running is Swift.
Yard line.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Marcus Joyner on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Galladay, 47 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A gain there of 30 big ones.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the Lions 30.
On play action, now Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 47-yard.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 27 yards. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The score, Ravens 7, Seahawks 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Marcus Peters on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
At the Ravens 40.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the option, it's Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. These two teams all tied after one. Option handoff here to Dobbins.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
line. On 1st down, it's Carson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Past the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is Carson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there dropping for a loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Open man is Duvernay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jackson on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. And old Coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Nick Bellore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 42-yard line.
Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Jackson's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I can